Oh, great. This is what happens when you're not exactly the best at technology or social media. Hello, Facebook. How are you? Oh, God. You know what? Can we take two? No, it's live, right? Anyway, hey, y'all. Hey, Rob. Hey, Alice. How are you all doing tonight? It is Friday. It's been a long week. It's been a really long week. And if you want to get really deep, it's been a really long life. I'm here tonight because I want to talk to you all about a new series I'm going to have on Instagram Live. So I'm going to have this series called Motivating the Motivator. So let me get you all caught up to this whole motivating part first. So I'm Latifa, for those who are chiming in and don't know me yet. My name is Latifa. I own a company called Empower Fit Wellness, and I don't just teach. Actually, I barely teach. I motivate. I empower. That's hence why the name of my company is Empower Fit. It's empowerment through fitness. So my goal, my passion is motivating and empowering using yoga, Pilates, fitness, travel, dance. So it's me doing all of these different things, right? So I motivate, and I generally, most of the time, motivate women. Yes, I love men, but I motivate women, and especially Black women and women of color. So me being a motivator, though, is not just something like I just do. I mean, I have a lot of God-given talents, and I move with passion and purpose and all that. But there are outside sources that help me. They motivate me. So this is an idea I had a little while ago. It's like, oh, I'm going to do some TV show maybe, or do some kind of something. And I kind of put it on the back burner. And with everything that's going on now, actually, everything that's been going on, because for some of you, you may think that this is new and it's also terrible. It is terrible. It's not new. But more and more people, their eyes are open, their ears are open, and people want to listen. So kind of shifted the idea for this show a little bit. Instagram is out. We have Instagram Live. I'm going to be doing a series. I am going to be showcasing, and in this time, I want to use actually a different word. I'm going to amplify the voices of Black women and women of color. And before anyone says I'm being divisive or excluding, because I am focusing on Black women and women of color, what I'm going to let you know is I am actually doing the opposite. I am making sure we are included. I want to make sure we are included in conversations and included in our humanness and in our power and in our beauty. And I want people to hear, everybody. And I want people, all people, to hear these women's voices. I want you all to hear why these women motivate me. I want you to hear why they, in the work that they do, why they empower, motivate, and uplift their families, the community, women, Black women, people. They are motivators, and they motivate me. So they all motivate the motivator, and I want to get this show together because I want you to be lifted, and I want all the people who are part of my tiny, mighty little platform to hear why they are amazing and why their voices deserve to be heard as well as anybody else's. So my tiny, mighty platform, I'm about to amplify some voices, and I'm going to expose a lot of folks to people you may have never even heard of before, or some knowledge you may have never heard of before. So, every Sunday at noon, because that's brunch. I usually have a mimosa. Every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. I have something stronger. These times are Eastern Standard Time. I will be interviewing folks, and I shouldn't say interviewing because it's more like it's a conversation, and it's powered by motivation, inspiration, mutual respect, a whole lot of love, and probably libations. So it's so funny. In the beginning, we'll be like, "Yes, how are you?" And like 5 drinks in, be like, "And girl." So, because it's still Friday. So, first one, this Sunday at noon. If I'm going to be talking about who motivates me and all these amazing women, I got to start with my mom. So, my interview this Sunday at noon will be with my mom. Hey, Mama. So my first interview is with my mom. That's Sunday at noon. Tuesday at 6:30 p.m., as many of you know, I'm a Pilates teacher, motivator, killer. I attack those abs, man. Attack that body. So there is a group I'm part of. It's called Black Girl Pilates, and it helps because we needed inclusivity. We needed people to listen to us in the Pilates industry. They haven't been, and we are galvanized, and we're like, listen, we're here. Like, listen to us. So, anywho, the head of Black Girl Pilates, the founder, is Sonia Herbert, and she will be my guest on Tuesday. So I actually wanted to let you all know about everyone that's going to be in this, okay? So I really apologize. People have been saying hi and stuff. Just so y'all know, I got contacts, but I need my glasses to see stuff. So hi and waving to everyone. So let me just let you know who's coming. I already said Mom. Already said Sonia. I got Bianca Crystal. She is she's Pilates bar. She runs something called The Catalyst. I can't wait to hear about that. There's Paula Mack. She's in education, early childhood education. Anira Calderon. She's my teacher, my yoga mentor. She's like, she's amazing. There's Yame, who we met belly dancing. Because yes, I belly dance, just in case you didn't know. I'll use the word belly dance only because that's what people know, but that's not the real term. But anyway, so there's Yame. She's going to talk about the work that she does and her way of empowering and uplifting women through the power of dance. We have Janelle Cortez, somebody else I met through dance, and now we do all this travel stuff together. And she has her own business, and her specialty is Cuba. She goes all over the world just like me, but her specialty is Cuba. But we're just going to talk about that, and we're also going to talk about relationships between Latinos and African Americans and Hispanics, and how it's all. We're going to talk about that because she and I talk about that a lot. Leslie Faison, she is she's used to take my yoga classes, and I love her a lot. But she's got a lot to talk about. I mean, she has a podcast called The Different 50. She is on the board of an organization that is hoping to eradicate domestic violence. Got Barb Brown. She is in Belize, and I loved hanging out with her while I was down there, but she leads retreats down in Belize. And she helps people who are trying to get down there and who may want to move there. There's Teresa Ellis. She has Pilates Bar and Jams. First of all, she's kind of like my heart. She does a lot she's just within Pilates. She does a lot of, oh goodness. This is why live is like, what are my words? But she is an advocate. And she creates safe spaces for LGBTQIA community in Oakland. And she makes sure she has safe spaces for Black and brown bodies as well. Stacy Rose, that's my honey. She's part of the People of Color Collective at Rutgers. She is a yoga teacher and trainer as well. Karen Victor, she's like, just, gosh, Karen does fitness and all this other stuff. So you've got Karen. You've got Keisha Glenn Hutton. She is running things in advertising at, I don't want to get the station wrong, so I'm not going to say it, but she is in radio. And she's going to talk about corporate America. She's going to talk about corporate. She's going to talk about maintaining relationships and connections with friends, even in the midst of climbing up that corporate ladder and having a family and doing all these other things and taking care of parents. Like, how do you do all this stuff? We're gonna talk about that. Elizabeth Nelson, now that's my bestie. Boom, heartbeat. Dr. Elizabeth Thompson Nelson. We have a lot to talk about with her. So she's got platforms, but just bear with us. We'll probably be chatting a lot because we've been friends. I think we're on 30 years now. Yeah, that's a lot. Victoria Valderrama. Now, I met Victoria in Cuba last August, and I love her so much. So there are all these incredible women, and there's actually a lot more because I put out the word to others and I'm waiting for them to get back to me. We have like a whole lot more people that will be talking. We're not just going to be talking. We're going to be discussing and laughing and maybe crying because there's a whole lot to cry about. But this platform is to make sure we amplify those voices, to make sure that these women are heard, to make sure I'm heard, to make sure that we start to get inclusivity of our voices. And how do we do that? I use my platform, and then I hope that all of you will hang out with me, hang out with them, and just listen. Just listen. We got a lot to offer. Just listen. I hope you all have a great evening, and I want to close this off by saying happy birthday to Breonna Taylor. Today would have been her 27th birthday. We are amplifying our voices. We are making sure we are heard. And part of that is the fight. So I will continue to fight for justice, for equality, and for people to see me and to not judge me until I say something they don't like, because I've done that before. But I want to make sure we are seen, we are heard, we are treated like human beings, like the powerful, beautiful, deliciously amazing human beings that we are. And I invite you to my platform so you can see that, relish in that, and that's it. Have an awesome night, everybody. Peace.